G'day viewers, Peter here. How are they hanging? I've just been working in a shed on my mobilco slasher, and I thought, shit, I should have made a video about this, but I'm halfway through it, but better late than never. So come into the shed and we'll see what I've been up to. Now, spring is coming here and I'm going to have to do a lot of lawn mowing, and this is what's called a mobilco slasher. You might be able to read the name there, mobilco. These were made from the 1930s or 1940s, and they're a damn indestructible mower, all cast iron pulleys, big wagon wheels on it. You know, you couldn't kill it if you tried. They later changed the name to heavy cut, but I'll talk about the history of it maybe later. But the problem is, because if you look out my window, I live on a hill, and really anything right on is not going to work out there. So this is a walk behind mower that really is indestructible. So the problem I have, because I'm on a hill, this particular model has brakes, and it's also 12 inches wider. You can see the distance between the motor there and there is wider. The normal ones are 12 inches narrower. So this one is actually quite good for my application. Now, the brakes used to work with, there's a lever up here which has about a 2-inch throw, which comes down to an intermediate lever, and some farmer in past times has linked a wire from there to the brakes, which pull, can you see, it's only a band brake, and basically it pulls on this actuator here, and that actuates the band brake, and there's a little spring under there. Now I pulled all of that apart. I used my 5/16 Whitworth socket to tap and die set, funnily enough. I put a new spring on, cleaned up the threads, and now this is all free, and it actually works. The band works quite well. So now all I've got to do is actuate it. So what I've done, if we come over to the thinking chair, is I went up into the shed and I found a piece of angle iron that I found on the side of the road some 10 years ago. I welded a couple of lugs on the back. Then I went out to the bin and I found, this is a transport rod from a new washing machine I bought about 20 years ago, and it's 8mm bar, so I've got that. I found two 5/16 nuts that I just spun them up in the lathe, and I drilled a 8mm hole through them. So now what my plan is, I'll just show you where this bracket goes actually, so it'll make a bit more sense to you. We had this angle iron bar at the back here, and see there's two holes visible. There's 4 holes drilled in it, and I presume that is for a rubber flap hanging down as a bit of a guard against your ankles, which is long gone. And so I always like to utilise existing holes, so I welded those tabs to pick up those 2 holes, and then I'll mount that thusly. And then from this side I'll weld one of those nuts there and one of those nuts there that have the 8mm hole drilled through them. So that will be something like that. So I'll weld them in there. Yeah, sorry to start this job, but it was only just 5 minutes ago. I thought, no, I should have videoed this. Someone might find it interesting. Anyway, this will just be a quickie. That's the plan. I'm not sure of the intricacies of it yet, and we'll see how it turns out. So I think I'll end it there. That's where I'm up to, but sorry I didn't do it from the start, but I just thought of it when I was halfway through. So To all you fellas, uru, and see you later.